What's happening, y'all? It's your boy, Let Us Pray. I hope you're having a blessed and a prosperous day. I ain't gonna lie, man. Your boy's tired. Hold on. Hold on. I said I was gonna come on, so I'm doing it. I'm doing it. But just know that your boy, Let Us Pray, is tired. I'm cooking too, so bear with me. Cooking. Multitasking going on right now. Hope y'all had a great Sunday. Hope you're feeling good. Going into the next week. I don't think I need to remind you that God has been good to you. Always rinse off your cans before you use them. That's what I do. Rinse off your cans before you use them. Rinse off your cans. Yo. What's going on, y'all? Let me get situated. GA, take the boy. Let me drop the link for you, bro. Drop that in the chat. Let me get these cans open and let me kind of change a little bit. A little more comfortable.
Sponsorship, you might have heard since 1989. Thank you very much, Dr. O'Neill, and your two appendix. So there was an interesting article. The Athletic is great. Read the Athletic. I love the Athletic. Okay, yeah. Jason Quick had an article after the Denver game last night. It said the goal and the Nuggets face more than just brief controversy in Minnesota. Someone stole my underwear, Jokic announced. And then part alarm, part panicking, part irritated. So we were saying, someone stole Joker's underwear. Who do we assign to that story to get to the bottom of it? Sham Sharani.
Hey, EJ, it turns out the situation in Minnesota was a false alarm, and the Joker wasn't able to find his underwear in the locker room post-game. But my sources are telling me that there was a reported incident where items have gone missing from the lockers in the Atlanta area. And in fact, one of my sources just sent me this startling security footage taken just this afternoon.
Yeah, does that guy look familiar? That's underdog. How do you know that's underdog? Ain't nobody that small in this locker room. Well, Alex is saying height. Well, Alex is not that. That's underdog. Oh, wait. Who's still in the album? Who got Shrek in their damn locker? I don't have no damn Shrek in my life. That's Shaq. Wait, underdog. He's not on the same outfit he had today. I want to see the facial recognition. No, look at the outfit he had on. Some icy hot. He's got an Emmy. Is that a Twinkie? That's what album is that? By the way, go there. We go around. Greatest hits. It's pretty good. So you got Shrek in your locker. I better think this thing got a Shrek mug. Little box in there. Yeah, that's Kitty's locker. Yeah. Hands on his knees. Hands on your knees? That's Chuck's locker. No, I brush my teeth a lot. Y'all know that. Chuck has the cleanest locker I ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna let you know Chuck's a clean for that. No, I'm not the he is old, C, past D. I just like to be clean, man. No, that's past D. Chuck. When the kids are good. Well,
Oh, man. All right. Give me just a few more moments. Headache.
Cue the Coldplay, a gigantic game in Montreal.
Oh, this is not.
This team is
I'm trying to watch.
Save percentage. Big line not scoring, but Josh Anderson is 2 goals and
Yikes. All right, man. Well, let us pray. I hope you're having a blessed and a prosperous day. Welcome to Falcon Therapy, where Falcon fans can come together and talk about Falcon-like things, where everybody's welcome to get these good vibes. Welcome on in. We're going to do a recap of this year's NFL draft picks for the Atlanta Falcons. All right. Just going to do a very candid reaction to the picks. You know, my reaction, my opinion. Obviously, everybody has their own opinion. And if you want to share yours, you can absolutely share. I have the link in the chat. So if you want to come in and share your opinion about these draft picks, what you liked, what you didn't like, feel free. And we're adding GA Texas Boy here. What's happening? Can you hear him? Let me get my charger real quick. Oh, he got himself muted. All right, cool. All right, there we go.
What's going on, Falcons family? The new era is here. Shout out to Let Us Pray for having me on the show today. How everybody doing today on this Sunday?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
You ain't lying. Well, everybody was tired today, man.
Whooped. Whooped. You hear me? Along with the draft, I took my mom to this event on Friday, and I thought I was going to be there a couple hours after work. You know, it's mom, so I'm not really tripping. Wasn't feeling the best, though, but I like, it's mom, so I'm going to push and go. I'll be home by 10, 11, getting to bed. Man, I wasn't in the bed till 2 a.m. That thing went all freaking night. And I am surprised. My mom is 78 years old. My stepdad will be 90 in a few months. And I'm like, first of all, it's too late for them, but it's too late for me too. So
I feel it.
I'm still recovering, bro. Trying to get some homemade chili going. So I'm gonna be back and forth a little bit. Browning my meat right now. And then I'm gonna have to drain that and then get my beans together and mix in my seasonings, and then we'll be official. But we're gonna start it off though. We're gonna get going. I appreciate you being here, man. Please check out GA Texas Boy.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Check him out. He has some wonderful content on his channel. Huge supporter of all Falcon content creators. He's been supporting your boy for a minute, so I truly appreciate him being here. So let's hop to it, man. And if you in the comment section, you in the chat, and you want to chime in, the link is in the description. Let us know, and I'll add you in so you can have your 2 minutes to come through and say whatever. If you want to just hang out, you can hang out too. So first off, we're gonna go with pick number 48. A lot of speculation around what the Falcons are going to do at 48. Some D tackles fell to us. Lee Hunter was there. Christian Miller got taken 3 picks before by the Saints, and I believe now this is just me. I think the Falcons wanted Christian Miller from the whole story.
Oh yeah, right.
The way the story went down. AJ Terrell got the call 3 picks before the Falcons.
Yep.
So that was right when Christian Miller got drafted. And they said, we're going to take your brother. So Falcons chose not to draft Lee Hunter. They must have put a lot of value on Christian Miller, thought there was some drop-off there. And they end up taking Avion Terrell, cornerback, out of Clemson. AJ Terrell's little brother, who was supposed to go in a lot of mocks in the first round. What was your thoughts on that?
Man, for him not to reach, for him not even to attempt to reach, and for Avion just to fall to us right there, come on, man. That was dope.
That's a great. He's a first round talent. Only reason why I heard he fell out the first was he had a hamstring tweak or something in his pro day, which kind of scared some teams away for medical reasons. But other than that, yeah, he has great technique. He's aggressive corner. He comes up, supports the run, and he gets to stay at home in Georgia and team up with his brother. That's dope.
Yeah. And did got our press corner. And the good thing about all this, so let's say when it comes to Mike Hughes, him and Mike Hughes both can play inside and outside. So let's say they did want Avion to start at cornerback too, where you could put Mike Hughes at nickelback until Billy Bowman ready. Or if Billy Bowman ready and Avion beat out Mike Hughes, then we can keep Mike Hughes' depth or part ways and save that money.
Absolutely. Gives the Falcons a lot of options there. Picking up Avion Terrell, Mike Hughes, God bless his heart, but he's been a topic of conversation for the past few seasons. His lack of consistency, especially against speedy receivers, he struggled. But Avion Terrell get in there and compete against Mike Hughes, and we'll see, best man win type of thing. So I was picked number 48 in the second round, Avion Terrell. All right. So I gave that pick a B. I really wanted Lee Hunter. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he still would have fit what Ulbrich likes to do, and he's an explosive defensive tackle who can get up the field. Nate Ollie, that's what he likes. But I understand the positional value and cornerback, and having a guy fall to you. That's a first round talent. That's not going to happen often. So I give that pick a B, solid B.
I give it an A. I'll give it an A. I like the bloodline. I like the production.
Yep.
And that was outside of AJ. That's our next highest drafted cornerback.
You're right. So he has a lot of talent. And like you say, he got the bloodline as well. So that's awesome. That was a good pick for us. Start off the draft on a good note. Then we go to the next round, round number 3. What are the Falcons going to do? Who are they going to pick? And this guy has been talked about ever since the end of the season. Let's get him on the Falcons. I mean, every time I'm hearing Falcons, I hear this guy's name, and he falls to us in the 3rd round. I'm not even going to do a whole lead up to it. Zachariah Branch, pick number 79. Short in stature, but big speed, big heart. I think he's going to be a fan favorite. Favorite. As soon as he touches the ball, the Benz is going to go crazy as soon as he touches the ball. What do you think about the pick?
It's like Zachariah Branch, just like you said, we've been talking about Zachariah Branch since the Falcons sent 30 people to the UVA Pro Day. It was like, and now that got me thinking. So could the first 2 picks have been Christian Miller and Zachariah Branch?
I was thinking the same thing. 2 Georgia guys. I was thinking it.
So it was like, but yeah, like that's a solid pickup. You got your Batman and Drake. You got 2 Robbins in Deshaun Hop in Jahan Dotson and Zachariah Branch, and they both can flip inside and out. They both can play inside in the slot. I mean, outside in the slot. So it's like it's a win-win. I know some folks wanted the big, taller receiver, but I think Branch ceiling is higher than Brazzle. I think his route tree is deeper than Brazzle, and I think we can use him more in Atlanta than Brazzle.
I agree. And then when you throw in special teams value, he's instantly going to compete for punt return, kickoff return. He's a guy that can take it to the house as soon as he touches the ball. Wherever he gets it, if he catches it on a screen or a slant or a crosser or a dig, wherever he gets the ball, this guy can take it to the house. El Dragon 21, what's happening, man? He said, yes, Branch has a higher ceiling. Branch been a star since high school. I heard that. So I totally agree with you. I love the pick. I graded it an A. Speed. All right. We got more speed at the cornerback position with Terrell, more speed at the wide receiver position with Branch. And that was one knock on our offense the past few seasons. It was predictable. It was vanilla. It was methodical. Unless Bijan broke a big one, we was just slowly matriculating down the field, short throws, mid throws. But this guy is going to add a dynamic weapon to the Falcons offense that we haven't seen since I heard his name said. And I loved him when he was on the Falcons. Turbo Taylor Gabriel.
Yep. And if you look at the moves we made, it's the same type of offense almost. We just upgraded. Like we upgraded Mooney and Ray to Dotson and Branch.
Yep. So I love the
pick. Upgraded Casey Washington with Olamide Zaccheaus.
Absolutely. I love it. I love the pick. Then we go 4th rounder. What are the Falcons going to do? This is the first pick on Saturday. This is a guy that I personally have selected quite a few times for the Falcons in mock drafts. Even a few live ones I did on stream. Kendall Daniels, linebacker out of Oklahoma. This dude
6'5", 242.
Look, this dude is a football player. I mean, he has instincts, he has speed, he has toughness, He has some nastiness to him. I mean, I love the linebacker pick. What did you think about it when you saw that the
Man,
Falcons linebacker?
at first I was like, whoa, but I knew we needed a linebacker because one thing I noticed a lot of people go off names. They don't go off measurables, they don't go off scheme fit, they just go off names. Oh
There you
man,
go.
you didn't draft the person who I wanted you to draft. But
There you
when you
go.
look at his tape and look at his measurables, the NFL comp is Devondre Campbell. And who was
Thank you.
Devondre Campbell's linebacker coach? Jeff Obert.
There it is. There it is. And I
But
think he's going to be better than Campbell. Personally, I think he's going to be better than Campbell.
and one thing I noticed about the coverage backers that Jeff Ober's like, they all are converted safeties because they go back to his statement when he signed with Atlanta. He don't want to teach nobody coverage. He rather teach you run defense.
Exactly.
So
You
and
got a
just
guy. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
so it was like all of these linebackers that we have brought in since Jeff Ober came in the building, they all can cover, whether it's a tight end or a wide receiver or a running back. I feel like speed is not the problem. Route
Yes.
recognition is not the problem.
Yes. I love that because last year we got exposed once Divine Diablo went down.
Yes.
All right. Our linebacker depth got exposed in a mighty way. They gave Bertrand a try, and everybody almost burned the house down when they saw the Guardian helmet out there. And deservedly so, because he just could not play in space. What's up, King Atlanta supporter? Um, he just could not play in space. And like you said, Jeff Albrecht, that takes too much time to teach a guy how to play in space. This guy Daniels, converted safety, he's going to be able to come in, be comfortable in space, in zone coverage, and he can come up and hit you at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, let me ask you this. With the linebackers that we brought in through free agency in the draft, does this keep Jalen Walker at edge?
Yes, I think this is a move to keep Jalen Walker in his position. And then we'll talk about another draft pick later that I feel will confirm that too. But yeah, I think Daniels will be an inside guy, guy that can play in the middle. And I mean, assuming that he comes in doing everything he needs to do and that he can fill that need that the Falcons so dearly have at linebacker position. But huge upgrade in athleticism, huge upgrade in speed, and a huge upgrade in just toughness as a whole. So I love the pick. So then I was so we actually traded back. Okay, we traded back with the Raiders to 134. We were at 122. We picked up an additional pick. The Raiders gave us a 6th rounder. So our next pick at 208 was a guy I don't think anybody that was Falcon fans that were watching, when they saw this name, everybody said, who? Who is that?
I kind of like this pick, though.
Yes, Ontario Thompson. I immediately went to YouTube and I'm looking at his highlights, and it only took about 30 seconds for me to be like, oh yeah, we got us one. We got us one. This kid ran a 4.7 40 at 300 pounds. And this dude, when you see him on the tape and he sheds a block, his closing speed looks like a linebacker.
Bigger, faster Grady, huh?
I mean, that was the comparison I was gonna say. He looks like a young Grady Jarrett. I think he's faster than Grady, honestly. We got my boy Rev Trev in the building. What's up, Rev Trev? So I really I'm not gonna say I fell in love with the pick because we never know how a guy's gonna translate from college to the NFL, but I love this tape. I like his measurables. He's only 6'1", which is probably why you get him in the 6th round. He's not a huge monster guy, but he sheds blocks, like I said, and he has amazing closing speed. And he's good versus the run and the pass. So that's why I really like him. Defensive
And
tackle.
special teams.
Yes, out of Washington. Great special team. He'll be a great special team player. Yeah, I like that pick. Yes. El Dragon, when I was watching the interview, he said he spoke with Nate Ollie. That's Thompson. He spoke with Nate Ollie multiple times via Zoom, and he was telling them they really wanted him, and dreams come true. So welcome Ontario Thompson to the Atlanta Falcons. My brother Rev Trev, big time Packers fan, he said most fans are confused who they drafted. We know very little. Absolutely. And tape, we can only go by the tape. When a guy comes in, it's going to be a huge transformation. You got to learn a new defense or offense. If you're on special teams, you got to learn a new special teams coordinator. You're learning a professional way of doing things versus college. Even though in college, they're getting paid now, so it's kind of mirroring the professional ranks. And you're a professional. You're not in college anymore. You got a lot more time on your hands. You're gonna have a lot more distractions. Can you stay focused? Do you have veterans in there to teach you how to be a professional? All those things. Are you going to take care of your body, your diet? You got a lot of things. You're not going to have a college coach. You're going to have an NFL head coach now. So there is some adjustment period, but the guys that go to big time schools and have pro style offenses are usually the guys that have a seamless transition to the NFL. So we're hoping that for all of our draft picks as well. King Atlanta supporter got him in the building, man. He says, when the Falcons win their first Super Bowl, I am going to be shocked. Man, I can't even say what I'm going to do when the Falcons win the first Super Bowl.
I already told my old lady, I got my vacation time put to the side. I will be at the parade. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
With bells on. With bells on.
Come on. I'm coming off the point back.
Yes, sir. So the next pick, I didn't even know this guy was still in the draft. This was Saturday, and I think I was playing pickleball or something like that. So when I saw that he was picked, I was like, how did we get Harold Perkins Jr. at pick 215, linebacker to LSU, who a couple years ago would have been a first round or second round pick. He had a knee injury. So he came off the knee injury last season, didn't quite have the same impact, but this guy's tape speaks for itself. If you go back to his early years at LSU, this guy's a nightmare for opposing offenses. You can put him all over the formation. He's very versatile. He can rush the passer. He can drop in coverage. He's long, rangy. He can pretty much do it all. So getting Harold Perkins Jr. at pick 215 was a steal. What did you think about the pick?
Solid pick. Like, when it comes to him and Daniels, Daniels will be an inside linebacker.
For sure.
But the thing I like about both of them, they can play any linebacker position.
Yes.
Outside linebacker, inside linebacker. And that's the thing about Perkins, because Perkins was known as supposed to be one of the top pass rushers.
Exactly.
But after that injury, they started using him like a Swiss Army knife. So did we just get a Deion Jones back?
Right. And I'm thinking, yeah. And almost like Caden Ellis esque as well, because that's what they were doing with
Yeah.
Ellis last season.
Mm-hmm.
He was spying, he was rushing, he was dropping in coverage. Like you didn't know where he was going to be on one play to the next. And I think Perkins could be that style of player for Jeff Ulbrich as well. I remember seeing Perkins highlights, looked him up. He was a sophomore. Can't believe he's a Falcon today. I love my Falcons, man. Amen to that, brother. And then with our last pick, I was kind of like, man, we didn't address the O-line at all. I mean, even though we did in free agency, we snagged Jawan Taylor. That was a huge get. That was a huge get for us. Late in free agency as well. So Falcons have a lot of faith, a lot of trust in Jawan Taylor, as they should. I mean, he started for the Kansas City Chiefs last few seasons and, Super Bowl winning right tackle. So they go a project tackle with their last pick, Ethan. I don't even know how to say his name. You know how to say his name?
Onionwa.
Pick 231 out of OSU. All right. This guy, he's a huge presence.
Yes.
Good against the run.
332.
Huge. Good against the run. He can maul you in the run, but needs some work with the pass.
Okay.
With the pass.
Yeah, he has solid tape at Rice. He has solid tape at the 3 years he was at Rice. I think he went to Ohio State to get the exposure.
Right.
But he had good solid tape. Like once we draft him, I did my research. He got solid tape. He can pull. He can play guard. He can play tackle. But he is one of those types. So like with Bill Callahan, he has a type tackles. He like those 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" tackles. You just not finna just push me over. No, I eat cornbread and I drink my milk.
Yes, sir. Hey, and make your quarterback feel good standing back there, seeing this big old mountain of a man in front of you. Oh, man. So at that point, the draft was over for the Falcons. And I would say I would stick with my original draft grade for the Falcons. I would give it a solid B. I wouldn't. I'm trying to stay away from giving it an A because we don't know what the guys are going to do. But I feel like a couple of the guys that I would have loved to see fall to the Falcons got snatched up right before we picked. So I think Ian Cunningham did well with the guys that were left on the board. He got one additional pick, an additional 6th rounder. I was kind of hoping he would get a 5th rounder because we didn't have a 5th round pick, but getting that 6th help us get Ontario Thompson, which I think will be a solid piece for us. So I'll give
and then like when. So looking at the moves we made and just looking at the defensive tackles we got, I think like I know us as Falcons fans, we all want that big body, 330, take up the space. But I think Ulbrich likes defensive tackles. Yes, big guys, but you got to be able to move your feet.
Right. I agree with that.
I don't think it's just about clogging up the space. Like he wants you to be able to move people.
Yes. Yes, he wants disruptors.
Yes.
Nate Ollie.
And then it was crazy because like every chance we had to take a defensive tackle, they got taken either right before us or right after us. Every
Absolutely.
time. Like, and I'm gonna kick it off with Minnesota. I feel like Minnesota just ruined the night when it came to defensive tackles because they took Caleb Banks and Dominique Orange.
Yep. They snatched them up, man. They was getting them tackles. And I don't blame them. I mean, and then as soon as we picked uh Terrell, Lee Hunter went to the Panthers right after. So
Yep.
he wasn't gonna
hmm
stick around. Um, so I think it was a solid draft. I give it a solid B. Um,
Solid. I give it an A. I give it an A because if you plug in the fact we got James Chris Jr. in the first, then you get
oh,
Avion and Branch in the second and the third,
you know what?
then you get a draft steal and Harold Perkins.
Thank you for
This
saying
is
that
solid.
about thank you for saying that about James Chris Jr. Yeah, we used our first round pick on him last year. And I mean, we know what he did. In the season with a bang. What do you have? 5 consecutive games with a sack? Something like that, 4
Yep.
or 5 games in a row with a sack. Well, he was a finalist for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, he had a great season. So yeah, you get that guy a year early, and then the team that gets your picked a QB that people are kind of unsure about.
Come on now.
So you don't really feel too bad giving away that 13th pick. So yeah, I might upgrade it to a B plus. I'll upgrade to a B plus.
And then on the JPJ situation, like, because I was thinking about it last night. Okay, so I don't see the NFL doing anything until after the 6-month program is done.
Right.
Right. So if the 6-month program start in May, that means the NFL won't do nothing till November,
Yeah.
December. So that means that the punishment won't go into effect until 2027. So because why would you suspend him at the end of the season?
Yeah.
If there's going to be a suspension. So if anything's going to happen, it could be for 2027. So we could be looking at JPJ playing in 2026. And with the additions we added to that pass rush room with JPJ, watch out.
I agree, man. Falcons sacking the quarterback was like a fairy tale for us for many seasons, many years in a row. And defense broke out last year. I couldn't believe it when I saw we had over 40 and we still had a couple games to go. I was like, what? That is crazy. One season, the Falcons only had 17 the whole season. There's only 17 games in the season. That's 1 sack per game.
Yep.
So to go from that to what the Falcons did last year, man, it was nothing short of amazing. Nate Ollie, I give him a huge shout out. I just hope we don't lose him, to another team. They want him as defensive coordinator or something because they see what he came in and did with our line. Hopefully we can keep him as long as possible.
Right.
He's
over.
Yes, I don't want to lose those guys. Let me catch up on these. L Dragon said, right after McGarry news, not 5 minutes, and Taylor signed. Absolutely. I noticed that.
That was so not even an hour. Within the hour of announcing Caleb McGarry retired, everybody was talking about it. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Ian say, hold on. I handle business. I stand on mine.
He said, I'll play no games. That was dope.
That was solid.
Yeah, right, man. We ain't been used to that the past few seasons, and that's sad to say, but we just
Terry ain't do shit last year. Your starter and your backup right tackle go down. You just gonna rely on the third strings.
He went and got a dude, but he got a dude that they just put on the practice squad. So why would you even get him? Why would you even get him if you're just gonna throw him on the practice squad? This it's just a waste. Wasted a draft pick. So I don't understand, man. I don't, or whatever we gave up for him, like it wasn't worth it because the dude didn't contribute at all.
at all. And now we got a Super Bowl caliber right tackle.
Absolutely. Putting in these UDFAs before I start talking. We start talking about these. I did do a community post with all the names and the highlights of these players, so you can check out the channel and you can just click on the links. That way, you don't have to go search all through YouTube for these guys. I put them up there for you, so you can see them and just click the links and click the names, and you got one spot where you can just do all your watching. So. I'm about halfway done. I gotta say, when I was watching these clips this morning, I got a little bit excited about a few of these guys. And the thing that excites me is I see a vision that is clear on offense and on defense, because I'm seeing the same type of player being drafted, the same type of player in free agency, and the same type of player on the undrafted free agent list.
And what's that?
And that shows me that all the wide receivers I saw, these are guys that have speed, for one. And then two, I've seen all these guys as kickoff returners or punt returners. So these are guys and that means you have great vision, okay?
Yeah.
You can break tackles, yards after contact. I'm looking at those things. So that's really exciting to me. Drafting with purpose, L Dragon, and having clear intentions about what you're looking for and what you want out of a player. We have not seen that. Well, before last season was a good draft, but before that, we were like, what?
I think my favorite undrafted free agent is Cash Jones. And it's not just because it's my Georgia bias, but I watch bro work. Cash Jones is a third down specialist.
I'm telling you,
run and catch out the backfield.
There's some dudes.
Like if Cash Jones makes this team, he can leap Carlos Washington and Nathan Carter. I think him and Nathan Carter is the same, but I just look at Cash Jones because he got playoff and championship experience in the college football ranks playing at Georgia. Like he has been clutch in moments. He knows what it means to be clutch in moments.
Yeah. I think a guy like Carlos Washington and Nathan Carter, I honestly think it works against them that they were on the team last season and they didn't contribute. And then you get a new guy coming in who's fresh, but he was selected by the new regime. I think that gives him a leg up. Even though he's undrafted, it's a guy that they brought in. So you got some holdovers.
4.38.
And I'm saying, like, he's in the mold of what they're looking for. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if a Cash Jones beat out Nate Carter and Carlos Washington. Because Carlos Washington, I mean, he hasn't done anything for the Falcons. He just hasn't. He might be a talented guy, but we haven't seen him do anything meaningful on the field. So I don't think we'd be losing anything if he loses his spot to Cash Jones. Cash Jones is a great receiver out of the backfield as well. You know he's going to play special teams. He's going to play his heart out. Yeah, I like him as a player. Absolutely. Nate Carter is nice, but like I said, how many meaningful snaps is he truly going to play? So when you're looking at the value of a guy, what is Cash Jones going to bring you? He's going to bring you an excellent receiving threat out of the backfield. And he should help you as a gunner on special teams quite a bit. 4-3. 4-3-9-40, you said?
4-3-8.
4-3-8, yeah. See, everybody, yeah. So that's immediate special teams value as a third string running back right there. All right. And if something just happens to Ryan Robinson or, God forbid, Bijan, you got a guy that's played in Georgia. He was a walk-on, worked his way up. So he's used to being the underdog. So he's going to be in a familiar role anyway.
Yep.
He's going to be in a role that he's used to. He had to work his butt off to get touches at Georgia. So I like the pick.
Yep. And then I like the center we brought in from Miami. Brock. Yep. I like the guard we brought out of Alabama. We brought in from Alabama.
Dewberry.
Yep.
Dewberry. Let me see. Got my last few on here. Cam Dewberry, you talking about? Yep. And then let's see. Andrell Anthony. Brought him in.
That's the wide receiver from Wisconsin.
No, that's Vinny. That's Vinny Anthony.
Okay.
We got Andrell Anthony and Vinny Anthony.
Okay.
Andrell, I can't
remember.
And
I think we brought in we brought in another whole lineman from Wisconsin as well. Mawson or something like that. Mawson.
Oh, that first one, Mallman. Yeah, Riley Mallman. Yeah, and I want to talk about him specifically because what I heard his comp, a player that's a Pro Bowler at offensive tackle. So somebody sees something in that guy and thinks he could be a fantastic starting tackle for years to come. So the Falcons might have gotten a steal. Let me get these names down. Cash Jones. We talked about him. Yes, running back. Georgia. CJ. I like this CJ Nunnally too. Out of Purdue. Edge rusher. He was a monster the last half of the season. So I like that pickup too. He's a bigger dude. Like he has some burst and some nastiness to him. Like his tape. So check these dudes out. So let's start with the last guy we talked about. Riley Mallman. Yes, we need more special teamers that can contribute in their position. Not enough spots. Yeah, man. Riley Mallman is a guy who's extremely tall. Let me go look. Let me pull up his thing again. He has some technical things that need to be sorted out. No, this ain't the guy, is it? No, that ain't that can't be him. No way. No, this ain't him. I'm looking at something that's telling me this dude is only ain't no way. Where's his bio? Okay, here we go. 6'8", 318. All right. 6'8",
I'm telling you,
318. Offensive tackle
Bill Talent, man, that's a big
out
boy.
of Wisconsin. Okay. So I was the video I have linked on my page on the community post said Riley Mallman resembles his tape resembles Runyon, who used to be on the Eagles, who was an offensive lineman for many years. And they said this guy resembles Runyon like to the T. And when Runyon came in the league, he had some things he needed to clean up technically, and then he dominated the league after that. They see the same qualities in Runyon that they do in Mallman. And this is the kicker. They said if Mallman can get to a team that has a great offensive line coach, they will bring the best potential out of him, and he could be a Pro Bowler for years to come. Who is the Falcons offensive line coach?
Bill Callahan, one of the greatest.
Come on now.
In the history of the National Football League.
The offensive line whisperer himself. So that got me excited. What's up, Rome? That got me excited about Mr. Mallman right away when I heard that. All right. Next up, a guy I picked up in many mock drafts in the 7th round for the Falcons. Big arm quarterback, Jack Strand. Out of a small school. His tape is pretty impressive. He can run a little bit, but he likes to stand in that pocket and throw dots. And when I mean dots, when you look at his tape, he's throwing dots. His wide receivers weren't awesome, so they weren't wide open by any means. He's throwing in tight windows. He's throwing from hash to the sideline. He's throwing corners. He's throwing fades. He's doing it all. And he doesn't have big windows, but he was throwing that ball with precision. Yeah. So I got a little bit excited when I saw Jack Strand as well. Did you look at his tape? If so, what do you think about it? And he's a big guy too.
Oh yeah. He is 6'5". I mean, he's a nice developmental piece.
Yeah.
To have back there, like, because you see him beating out Trevor Siemian for QB3. Yes. If something happens to both quarterbacks and he came in with the coach that we got, it's the fancy. He knows how to go through that process when you got to go to QB3, QB4, QB5. You know, how it happens. But I mean, that's a good developmental piece to have on the roster. I mean, I'm not head over heels because I still got faith in Michael Penix Jr. or Tua. I do got faith one of them will lead us into the promised land. But other than that, man, it's like I've been saying since the Ian Cunningham and the Kevin Stefanski hire, they're going to build this team for a quarterback. Whoever the quarterback will be, Penix, Tua, or whoever, you would never be able to say you didn't have an offensive line. You didn't have the skill positions. They're building this team to where we can plug and play a quarterback. It don't matter who the quarterback is.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, Jack Strand, just like you said, the plan is for Jack Strand to really never see the field in meaningful football action. But just in case something happens. You lose your first guy, you lose your second guy. You need somebody in there competent that can get in there and manage the game. Hopefully, he won't have to win you the game. He'll just have to manage the game because of the offensive system that you have in place.
That's it.
Yes, sir. So we talked about Brockermeyer already, center out of Miami. Went to the national championship, one of the best running teams in college football. How you feel about Brockermeyer?
That's a solid piece. And with this being Noodle last year, that's solid depth. And we also got Corey Levin, who was coached up by Coach Callahan in Tennessee when his son was the head coach. So going into next year, we possibly won't have to look into the draft or free agency for a center because we could possibly have our future center already on the roster. Because I don't trip on low round or undrafted offensive linemen because sometimes they do end up as starters.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 1 second. Come on. So yeah, I agree. I'm thinking like Brockermeyer, he might make a play for a starting position next season if Newsel and the Falcons decide to part ways. So yeah, I like that pickup. Carlos Allen, defensive lineman out of Houston.
But he
Yes.
from Georgia. I think he from Loganville. People were saying he from Loganville, Georgia, but he played at Houston.
Nice. So coming back home with a chance to be an Atlanta Falcon. I'm gonna be honest, his tape didn't wow me. He's not the most physical defensive lineman. Saw a lot of arm tackles from him. Didn't really see a great burst. But he's it makes more sense. He's a hometown guy or a local guy. So maybe they give him a chance. But yeah, I wasn't necessarily impressed by
So
his tape.
after the moves that we made in the draft and the UDFAs, do you think we're gonna bring in any more veteran free agents? Because I don't see our draft class costing more than $7 million because we don't have a first round pick. So our draft class is going to be cheap.
Yeah, I don't anticipate a guy. I think they may save some money in case of injury or something like that. Because you never know when a guy's going to go down at a premium position. We saw that last year. Both our right tackles went down right before the season started, but we didn't really have any money to get anybody like that was competent. So maybe Ian Cunningham decides, hey, we just sit on this money, and just in case we need to get somebody, or maybe we have a better season than we anticipated, and we're going into looking like we're going to be a playoff team. Maybe we want to make a move before the deadline, and we need that, we need that money stashed aside for that. But I think he's pretty much addressed the roster's entirety. Like he spread it out. He spread out the moves all over the roster, which I really like.
The floor has been risen.
Oh yeah. Vinny and Anthony. This is a guy out of Wisconsin. I think the one you were talking about. He's a speedster. Got some good hands. I saw him on a lot of like reverses, go routes, back shoulder fades, even on special teams. This guy's a pretty, he's a nice solid receiver.
I think most of these UFDA signings is for special teams. Like allow the special teams coach to build the type of special teams that he wants. Don't let him have any leftovers. Let him come in anew. We got him, and we got this former special team coach for the Rams. So we got two former special team coaches as our coach and assistant. Yeah, let them build a special teams room any way that they see fit.
From the ground up. Yes, sir. Um, yeah. So he's a guy who be heavily involved if he were to be a part of the Falcons. He'd be heavily involved in, kickoff return, punt return, and might, get a chance to slot in there. I don't know. As a return man as well. He has a capability. Malcolm DeWalt, I didn't see too much from him. I do have, like a commentary on him, but it's only it's in Spanish and Espanol. But it like that's how little tape he has. So I really didn't get a chance to see much about Malcolm DeWalt. But I think he's from Georgia as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yep. And then I seen that we brought in a cornerback from Prairie View and A&M. That was nice. Hit the HBCU circuit. Shout out to the historian in the birdcage, always bringing up the HBCU. So the Falcons did bring in a cornerback from the HBCU, I believe, for the mini camp.
Oh, okay. So he must have got added after I finished my list. Let me look him up. Let's see what I got here. Lemeke Brockington, wide receiver, out of Minnesota, I believe. This dude reminds me of Olumide Zaccheaus. He's a guy that's quick twitch. He catches a lot of touchdowns. He caught a lot of touchdowns in the tape that I watched. I was wondering how he went undrafted personally because he looked like he has good hands, but he did break his leg earlier in his college career. So that may be a reason why teams flagged him on the medical. But this dude can play. Special teams. I even saw him throwing a pass for a touchdown, I believe it was. But he would come in and be, a depth piece, special teamer. Got a lot of speed, though. Really liked his tape. Got me excited. Lemeke. Malik Rutherford. So this is a guy who is like a Zachariah Branch. And this is what I was talking about. Alignment between pickups. We got a guy like Olumide Zaccheaus. He got the similar traits. Then Malik Rutherford. He's a shorter stature guy out of Georgia Tech. But he is lightning when he gets the ball. Can play all over the offense, jet sweep, do all those gadget type things for you, but a really good special teamer as well. So I like that, we're kind of stacking the type of profile or players that Tommy Rees apparently wants in his offense. And the special team coaches want on special teams. Jack Velling, he's a tight end on Michigan State. He has some good hands. I didn't really see him blocking much. But we know Stefanski, Reese, they love tight ends. He did have some injury issues. I think he had a concussion, took a really nasty hit, and missed a game or two in college. Not by any means like a speedster or anything like that. Not the biggest, not the strongest, but he's a solid, looked like a solid guy. He would be a depth piece as well if he were to come in and make this roster. But a really smart football player. Cam Dewberry, Alabama, offensive line. Another big body. Chance to be a depth piece for the Falcons. I heard somebody talking about him earlier. Uh, Andrell Anthony, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's from Duke or one of those ACC schools. Um, and he's another guy, speed, more speed. Um, Decent hands there. He was a standout wide receiver for, I think it was Duke. So he has some good tape to watch as well. Keelan Marion, same thing. I'm sounding like a broken record. A guy with some speed, played special teams for University of
That's the one out of
Miami.
Miami.
Yes, sir. Started out on special teams and then got a chance to play a little more offense later on in his career. We made some good, some big time catches for Miami. We know they went to the national championship game this year. So, yeah, Keelan Marion, he's another guy with the same profile. And then Cash Jones. We talked about him already. Running back out of Georgia.
Because I look at Cash Jones as the same as the running back we brought in from the coach, Tyler Goodson. Everything that Tyler Goodson do, we can get that out of Cash Jones, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot we had Goodson. That's right. So, yeah. And then the last guy was the guy I was talking about, Purdue. CJ Nunnally, talked about him, and
then we bring in another player. He can play fullback and tight end.
He might have been on the other. Actually, let me update my. Let me go. I started making my list earlier this morning. They might have added a few people. Oh yeah, yeah. Brandon Frazier got added out of Auburn. Maybe that's the guy you're talking about.
Let me see.
Brandon Frazier, tight end. Talked about CJ Nunnally, defensive line, defensive end, edge player out of Purdue. He had some good tape, man. I liked his tape. This guy was ferocious off the edge with a really good burst, very disruptive. Let me get his. Oh, hold on, let me do this first. Then we brought in a long snapper, Philip Lorenzo out of Clemson. Falcons love Clemson, though. I'll tell you that. Philip Lorenzo. You always need a good long snapper, that's for sure. Brandon Frazier. And then Nyland Green. Oh, you know what? That's the guy out of Georgia that I was looking up. Nyland Green. He got a rookie minicamp invite out of Arizona State. I believe he played at Purdue and Arizona State, but I believe he committed to Georgia first. So he transferred 2 times. They had a kind of low grade on him after he transferred the second time. So, he may just be a local guy to give him a shot. Nyland Green out of Arizona State. Let me write his name down here. Nyland Green. Cornerback. But we know anything can happen. Kobe Bryant was invited. He was signed as a undrafted free agent, and he ended up making the team and suiting up multiple games for the Falcons. So, anything can happen, man. Undrafted free agents, they make rosters too. Clayton Powell Lee. He's a bigger defensive back. Yeah, this dude was pretty big. Watching his tape, kind of stiff, and struggled against like some quicker style players for sure. Clayton Powell Lee. And then the last guy on the list is wide receiver Jonathan Brady from Indiana. Jonathan Brady. Oh, okay. So, yeah. I mean, in a nutshell, got a lot of new guys. As GA Texas Boy says all the time, the new era is here officially. We got a new crop of players. Going to see how these players can immerse themselves in the Falcons culture. Kevin Stefanski, first-year coach. He's trying to put his stamp on this team. Tommy Rees trying to put his stamp on this offense. Jeff Ulbrich trying to continue what he was able to start last season as defensive coordinator. I'm really excited about all of these guys. Wish them all the best. Health is number one, so I wish all these guys just the best health. Because you can't play if you're not healthy. You just cannot play unless you're healthy. Looks like we lost GA Texas Boy. I mean, Troy Anderson. He's a guy that has an extreme amount of talent, but the guy can just never stay healthy. We picked up 2 linebackers in the draft, picked up 2 linebackers in free agency. That might signal the end for Troy Anderson as well. We never know what the guys go through trying to battle physically and mentally after these injuries. So wish all these young fellas the best. Rise up, Atlanta Falcons. What's up, Falcons? Fandemic, how you doing, man? We were just talking about these Falcons pickups. I give the draft a solid B+. A solid B+. Oops. We got GA Texas Boy back. I'm going to get back here. Let me know what you thought about the draft, though. What would you give the Falcons draft rating? How would you rate the Atlanta Falcons draft? And once I get everybody's rating, GA Texas Boy going to come back. He going to tell us about, do we get you back?
Yep.
All right. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic gave us a C+. What was your favorite draft pick? What was your least favorite draft pick? Let's get that info, and then we're going to get up out of here.
My favorite draft pick, Terrell.
Yeah.
My least favorite draft pick, I'm gonna be honest. Least favorite draft pick. That makes sense in a way.
Who was it? Oh man, yes. It's like I keep losing you. I gotta agree with L Dragon. Zachariah Branch was my favorite draft pick.
It's the mode that Nate Ollie likes. So I think all of them was good in a way. Like I really didn't see a bad draft pick. Undrafted free agents.
Yeah, who's your favorite? Who's the undrafted free agent that you think has a chance to make this roster?
I got 2. No, I got 3. Cash Jones, James Brockermeyer, and Cam Dewberry. I think all three of those guys can make this roster.
Okay. I love that. Um,
And I wouldn't be surprised if Brockemeyer come in and beat Newsel out this year.
ooh, that's a bold pick right there. I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, Newsel ain't he's not a world beater, by any means. He's serviceable, but if you can get a rookie in there to beat him out, I mean, yeah, he becomes expendable and saves the team money. So I'm sure they would love that. If Brockermeyer came in and beat him out. El Dragon said my least favorite pick is the 5th round pick that Kirk lost us for flapping his gums. I heard that. So my favorite draft pick, Zachariah Branch. I'm going Zachariah Branch. Upgrade on the speed offensively. Teams can no longer sit on Bijan as long as we can deploy Branch the right way. It should actually help out Bijan Robinson. I mean, that speed where he can open up the defense now and get them flowing from side to side and vertically, that's going to help Bijan out tremendously. So I love the pick. And I'll be honest, I love the Kendall Daniels pick as well. I think that he's going to surprise a lot of fans that didn't know about him. I think fans are going to really enjoy watching him play football for the Atlanta Falcons from everything I been seeing on his tape for the last few months. I think we got a good one in him. My least favorite pick, I'm going to go with you. I don't think I have a least favorite pick. I think all our picks serve a purpose. I don't know much about the 7th rounder on Nuawa, but he's the only guy that he's really the only guy that I would say, I really don't know much about him, and but other than that, undrafted free agent, I think that can make Atlanta Falcons pandemic said, what's up with us looking at these small size receivers? It's a profile and it's a trait. All right. It's a profile and it's a trait. All of our picks serves the fit. I agree with that wholeheartedly. All the picks make sense, right? You didn't see a pick that you said, well, why did we get that guy? We already have this. You can say, oh, yeah.
We didn't reach. We didn't trade away a pick for nothing. Like,
yep. All of them serve the fit. El Dragon, we really got Debo and Devondre Campbell 2.0 in the same draft again. Yes, sir.
Facts.
And you know what happened the last time we got those? What happened? We went to the Super Bowl. We went to the Super Bowl when we drafted those two. I'm just saying it. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying that's what happened. So if history repeats itself, which it does, just saying. Undrafted free agent. Who do I think will make this roster? I'm going to go Malik Rutherford, wide receiver out of Georgia Tech. He's like a Zachariah Branch first cousin. All right. He's
okay.
He's the same size. He got the same. He was used the same way at Georgia Tech. Speed to burn, and he can help you on special teams right away. So I like him. Possibly backing up Branch, and don't lose a beat if Branch happens to go out. You got Rutherford right there who can step in. So I think he would fit this roster. Absolutely. Jack Strand, I think he will and should beat out Trevor Siemian. for third string QB. And I could absolutely see Cash Jones being our third string running back. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say, where's he at? CJ Nunnally, defensive lineman edge out of Purdue, makes this roster as well. Because I just really loved his tape. So you can't ever have enough edge rushers. So
nope.
That's my prediction, man. I thought it was you only have 6 picks and you had to manufacture one of them. It's a lot of waiting around as a fan, but I think Ian, like you said, he did a great job. He let the picks fall to him. He didn't reach. He didn't make nonsensical moves. All the moves make sense. We just got to see how it fits the system and if the system works now. So we got a lot to look forward to come, late August, September, but it's a fun time right now. Having a lot of new guys in the building, learning a new system. So, yeah, I'm really excited, man. I appreciate you being here. What you got to say to the people?
Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. Y'all know, Lucas here. It's me, Georgia Tech boy. Thank you, Let Us Pray, for allowing me to come on your show. The draft picks and the undrafted free agents. Man, I'm just excited. And I'm excited for everything that the Falcons did, from the change of the front office, the change of the coaching staff, the new uniforms, the new bloods. Man, we went and got bloodline. And I love that we didn't waste our time this year drafting players from small schools. No disrespect to the small schools, but I think when you want to build a championship program, you got to go to championship program.
Thank you. Hello.
But other than that, man, yeah, everybody enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Get ready for a productive work week coming up this week. Rise up, Dirty Birds.
Yes, sir. Please go check out Georgia Texas Boy on his YouTube channel. Please go subscribe now if you can. If you're watching this after it's been posted on YouTube, go subscribe to his channel. He has some great content. You don't want to miss it. GA Texas Boy Speaks. He give you some great breakdown of what the Falcons are doing. And he has some great knowledge and great opinions, and he's easy to listen to. So please go support him, because he's a huge supporter of all Falcon content creators. So, and myself. So I truly appreciate him, and we all do. Thank y'all that are in the comments. El Dragon, Atlanta Falcon Fandemic, thank you for being here. Homie Rome was in here too. Gotta say too, bro, the clean fit really making me miss them jerseys. That hat is appreciate you, man. I just had to throw something on since it's been the draft and all. Let me get right. Came straight home from church, so I wanted to give y'all a little something so we can enjoy talking about.
So what new uniform you gonna get? So what new jersey you gonna get?
I have not decided yet.
Man,
I'm
torn too.
I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking I was getting the James Pierce immediately.
Okay.
Then
Same here.
and then I was like, oh no, I can't get that one. But I don't know. Look, my name is Let Us Pray. I've been praying for the brother. Forgiveness is a huge theme of Christianity. Mr. 10 Sacks himself, King Atlanta supporter, said Mr. 10 Sacks himself. So as long as he don't get in any more trouble in these next 6 months, he can complete this program.
Good.
I may just forgive him and just go ahead and get his jersey, because He brought a lot of excitement to the Falcons. Somebody else who I was considering Drake London, and I will actually be considering one of the new Falcons as well.
Okay.
Mr. Zachariah Branch.
Yeah. So I was considering Drake because I already know everybody gonna have a Bijan.
Right.
Drake. And I was like, no, everybody gonna have a Drake. So I was like, all right, let me go to the defensive side of the ball. And I was like, everybody gonna have a Jay Walton jersey. So I was thinking about AJ. All right. So I'm kind of contemplating between AJ and Brandon Dorless because I was just like you. My first choice was JPJ.
Yep.
Because on Dorless, like, bro had 8.5 sacks.
Oh, dude, he was a monster. He was a monster. I got to see the numbers, though. I like certain numbers, and I don't know. Even if I like a guy and he got like one of them odd numbers, I ain't going to get it because I don't like just wearing like random. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want no guy that's got like.
Hey, so it's true, but when Avion was doing it, he said 12.
12?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a unique
So can
number.
he be 12 and AJ be 24?
I mean, I guess he could. I don't see why not. I know he was 8 in college, so that's Kyle Pitts, so he ain't gonna get 8.
Mm-hmm. Him and AJ was 8.
Yeah, so that's the thing about getting drafted. Most likely you're not gonna be able to.
Could he take 25 since Tyler Algier gone?
Now 25 would be dope. 25 would be dope. 24 and 25. Yep. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking defense too, because all my other jerseys are offense. I got
I got a Kyle Pitts, I got a Calvin Ridley.
I got Tony Gonzalez, I got a Vic, and then I got Bijan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to go to the defensive side. I even think about Xavier Watts too. He had a great first year, so and I thought about Jesse Bates actually. I just didn't know if he was gonna get traded.
And I was thinking I got to get one of each too. I got to get a red one and I got to get a white one. I can't just get one or the other. I got to get both. Get both.
Yeah. I like the Dirty Bird inscription on the collar. That's probably my favorite part about the jersey, because other than that, I didn't really think they were like that special, but I do like that it says Dirty Bird on the inside. So Dirty Bird has always been my favorite theme for the Falcons. So yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna zone in on one before September, and then step out.
Oh yeah,
with the fresh, with the so fresh and so clean new Falcon jersey. Shout out to Outkast. All right, man. We're gonna get up out of here. El Dragon said, imagine wearing something like 46. Yeah, you'd be like a long snapper. All right, man. It's your boy, Let Us Pray. I hope you're having a blessed and a prosperous day. Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow. Monday morning, sometimes we never know what we're going to talk about. We might just vibe out, whatever comes to our mind. But take care, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Tell those that you love them while you can.
We're a business.
Yes, sir. Peace. And we get out of here.
Peace out.
Peace.